podcast show starts it.
T-minus 4 minutes. T-minus 3 minutes. T-minus 2 minutes. T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What it do, people? What it do is your boy Chaos. And it's Just Our Opinion podcast, broadcasting live and direct in the good state of Kansas, the city of Chinook, Kansas, if I'm pronouncing it right. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Happy holidays and all that good old shit. You know, without further ado, we got to bring my brother on another mother on the scene. You know, you already know who he is. If you don't, you're finna learn this evening. Here we go. My brother Dark Friends in the place to be. What it do, bro?
What's going on, family? What's going on, Mishpaka? Hope everybody.
See you lighting up for the holidays.
No, damn the holidays.
Well, I got my shirt on. Shit.
I mean, it's all good. Listen, people. Listen, people. Listen. Before we get off on the wrong foot, because I know some people out there drinking. All right. Let me just calm everybody down now. Let me explain your brother, Dark Prince. Dark Prince culture is Hebrew culture. Hebrew culture has nothing to do with American culture. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking this week off that we got off work. I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. I'm getting my plans in order for the so-called, well, I say y'all's new year coming up, but mine doesn't start to spring. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, my culture, basically, your point is my culture is not the same as the culture that everybody's embracing. I'm just making a difference between it. It's just rest for me. Much needed rest. You know, so I can go to sleep late, stuff like that, study long, get up early in the morning, go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Even though my alarm clock still going off at certain times, 5 o'clock every morning, because that's the work schedule. But now when it goes off, I can just look at it, smile, and lay right on back on down. Right. Anyway, that's how my week's going thus far. But how's everybody doing, family?
Well, everything's all in all on this end, you know. I mean, I'm doing the same thing you doing. I'm just chilling and relaxing. I don't celebrate this type of holiday. I haven't done it in over 30 years. Believe it or not, because everybody that was a part of my life don't exist anymore. Just found out we had another death out of Hollandale last night. The little young brother, Kendall. Now, this young brother here was friend of family. He was also the young man. He used to stay next door to me when I stay on the highway back in the day. He's the one that helped me that time when I was trying to get that. When I told you I was moving the couch out the other house in Hollandale, and I said I couldn't get it in there, and I called Kendall and Dale Chopper. He called Kendall. He said, "Kendall, I guarantee you, Kendall get that motherfucker in there," and Kendall got that bitch in there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him for whatever. You know, he has always helped me out on a lot of stuff.
What's the backstory on that?
He died. He had a heart attack last night. Man. Shout out to Emmanuel. Emmanuel called me and told me about it.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Was, I don't know, I think Kendall, he's way, way younger than us, but you know, the thing is he was doing his little thug thistle, you know, as far as the stuff he was doing, you know, which is his business. He's a grown man, but at the same time, you know, shit happens, and you know.
Did he get that shot in 2020?
Huh?
Did he get the shot in 2020?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about his health situation.
Okay.
Only thing I do know is he was fucking with the stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, that's a whole nother can right there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you know, I don't want to get into details. You know, only thing I can do is just give my condolences to the Altman family down there in Hollandale. Much love, respect to you guys. I know pretty much all you guys. Matter of fact, that's Flip's first cousin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, condolences, man. Condolences on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got on the phone with Chop talking about it. He was like, yeah, he had heard about it. I was like, damn, boy. He like, man, he said, cuz motherfuckers is dropping like flies around there in Hollandale. I was like, yeah.
It does. I mean, it's a lot that's going on right now on the planet, though. But we definitely gonna get into it. Go ahead, brother. Strike us up. What we talking about tonight, man?
Well, if everybody look at the bottom of the screen, tonight's topic is the distraction show. We call it the distraction show. How to keep the masses deaf, dumb, and blind. We're gonna do the news. We're back on the news because there's all kind of stuff going on in the news.
Well, let's hit the news first, then. But we get into the meat potatoes.
Well, the news is a couple of days ago. This happened in Paco, Texas, where a train derailed in Pecos, killing both of the engineers driving the train. And I got the video, so I'm going to show you the video of the wreck, how it got started. I think I got that video down here somewhere, I think. I got it. Here it is, right here.
Get the out. La. Holy.
Now notice when you seen that the engine hit that down, look like some kind of concrete pipe or something that they were hauling. You see the way the front of that train jumped up in the air like it did?
Nah, it was skipping on my view of the end, so I didn't get a chance to see the impact. I didn't get a chance to see the train come up. I saw a dust cloud. It was like skipping to frames, so I didn't get a chance. Really check it and watch it clear.
Running back one again and see what you see. You can see it catch it.
Get the out. La.
Did you catch it?
Yeah, I called it that time. The pileup was something serious coming behind it, though. I didn't get a chance to check that part out. I saw it, though. You know what I'm saying? When it's jumping on the first part of impact, though, that's the thing. It's moving pretty fast.
Yeah, according to the guys at BNSF, because that was a Burlington, Norfolk Southern freight train that was, I don't know where it was coming out of. I'm thinking it was coming out of California going to Texas. And, I see them trains come through that way all the time, going back and forth, because that's the main freight lane that goes to California, to Los Angeles. into Dallas in Fort Worth, Texas, and they do that all, and it's like train traffic come through there like every 10 to 15 minutes. And so what happened was the guys that were hauling the oversized, they was passing through town with that load, and the truck got caught on to the groove of the track and got stuck. So they couldn't move. But my thing was, I was wondering, did they try to call BNSF and let them know that they had a situation for them to let the trains know before they got to that location? Or did they just sit there and just assume that they had enough time to get that truck off that track and just let it sit there?
Well, that's definitely plausible. And the thing that I can only come up with is that, and what you're saying is that there was no time for it. I'm thinking maybe the train was coming down the track, you know what I'm saying, already en route, unaware, and the truck was coming across unaware, and it got stuck right there at the moment. So even if you were trying to radio in, you already see the train coming in sight. And I don't know about the, you know what I'm saying, the engine, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't seem to me that, you know what I'm saying, the engine saw it coming when it was coming up the track toward it. It don't seem like, because the way it was moving and where it jumped, it was at the same speed it was moving coming around, or where it was coming from. I didn't hear no screeching, you know what I'm saying, of the brakes. So it didn't sound like the train was slowing down. So when they was coming toward it, you know what I'm saying, it was like, I don't know. Maybe they felt like we just gonna, you know what I'm saying, barricade through and we should be straight. I don't know if that was the thinking, but I mean, from what all the destruction I was like, I'm like, no, that's not a wise thing to do. Why wouldn't you hit the brakes? So that's my whole thing right there. Why did these boys hit the brakes, you know what I'm saying, before you got to, you know what I'm saying, impact site? You saw that, you know what I'm saying, 500 feet out. And if even not, you know what I'm saying, that's just a short distance for a train to stop within 500 feet of an object. The thing is, I never heard no brakes.
I didn't either. Unless they were in shock. That could be a flag too.
I mean, my whole thing is that when you see it and they're stationary in front of you, it's like, say for instance, bro, you rolling down the highway, it's an intersection coming up, there's some shrubberies on both sides of the intersection, so you know what I'm saying, you really can't see, but you know you see the intersection coming up. You got the green light. Now, just as you know what I'm saying, getting to the intersection, you see a car pull up seeming like it's coming out of the shrubbery, but it's because of the, you know what I'm saying, the illusion, being far and away from it. It's making a right turn going right in front of you because it didn't see you coming up behind the shrubbery. Until you got to the intersection, you can't stop. You coming through. It's already, you know what I'm saying, made the conviction of making the right turn, trying to hop in the lane and go the same route. By this time, we're going to have problems.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but see, I don't know if them tracks curved around like a circle,
well,
like deal.
Maybe.
You know, I don't think it was going like a circle right deal, going that fucking fast. No way. They look like they could have been coming straight on across.
That's my whole thing, bro. And like I say, you see right in front of you, that's all drivers, all pilots. If you operate any type of vehicle machinery, it's always in front of you. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're driving, whatever it is that you got with your key hands on the keys, it's in front of you, always.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. From a truck driver standpoint, you know, you got truck drivers out here, they can see that there's a brake check in front of them, and them motherfuckers will still be rolling because they're not paying attention, they're not paying the full attention. And they'll lock their brakes up, jackknifing that truck and that trailer, and wreck. That, I mean, because distraction could have played a big part of that accident too. You know what I'm saying?
True.
To say, you know, all I know is
those two. What they could have been doing in the cab. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know, I can say my condolences to the family and everything, and friends and stuff, because both of those guys died. The first guy, he died on impact. The other guy died, and I guess he had some kind of head trauma. and they rushed him, the airlift into the hospital. He later died at the hospital. Coming from reports when I seen on TikTok, they said those guys was just getting ready to end their shift for the day. They was going to the they was getting ready to shut down like a couple, I think, more miles down the road to get to BNSF shuttle guys, which they pick them up because they bring in another engineer to come take their train and take it on to Texas or whatever, and they was just gonna go to the hotel and chill for I guess a few days or something. Yeah. Damn, boy.
Tragic.
Yeah, it is. You know, like I say, my condolence goes out to the friends and family of those guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I say, boy, things is happening in this world, and we seem to understand. Don't try to get a good, clear understanding of that fuck shit. We need to get rid of the fuck shit because the fuck shit is the new shit nowadays. It seems like that's basically being the dominance in society, as you can see. But anyway, in more news, it was something else. Let's see. I wanted to get on with the whole concepts of Fat Joe and him going there, FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans. You know what I'm saying, about the whole hip hop scene or whatever the case may be. He claimed that the FBA, you know, a bunch of broke ass niggas crying about, you know, this and that and another about the hip hop scene, saying that the Puerto Ricans ain't had no part of the hip hop when they did. They came out around the same time we came out, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, there's a lot of math in the air that basically tell Fat Joe otherwise, because he's going off of bullshit emotions like a bunch of niggas out here nowadays doing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a full math. Because he goes to these other podcasts talking about what, you know, the hip hop scene is all about and this and that and other. Then he had the nerve to call Lord Jamal, you know, shout out to the brother Lord Jamal of Brand Nubian. And he said that he was the weakest dude in Brand Nubian. And I'm like, this dude really, really reaching. I got a video on him from another, you know, podcaster that was talking about the whole situation. And it's just crazy to me that these folks sit up here and say shit like this and thinking that, you know, motherfuckers is gonna just let them say what they want to say and nothing be said about it. Okay, here's the video here. Let's see if it will load up. Hopefully it will. Shout out to General Sorrow.
Nation is guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Steady YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is: Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, and did I say General Steady YouTube page, Sarah Soon Steady YouTube page, both of them is up and on fire. I want you to become a member. I want you to subscribe today. The link is right down in the video description. It's in the chat. All you had to do is click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon Steady YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Soon Steady DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. All you have to do is get on over there, check out the catalog, be amazed, thank me later, get you something nice, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over
Good
2,500 videos, over 40 different subjects, every subject locked and loaded with a full metal stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now we got Fat Joe then went in and jumped off the cliff. You know, he done went in and jumped off the cliff. You can see the nigga been. Let me quit calling him that. You know, let me stay in bounds for a minute, because I'm ready to just jump. You know, I'm ready to climb on top of the goddamn. You know, when they wrestling and shit, motherfucker, get on top of the ring and dive off that motherfucker. I'm ready to dive off. You see, right on top of his ass and crash his ass in. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, Fat Joe then went on Mav Hoffa, and I want to just come straight off and say, you know, he's a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Mav Hoffa is a sucker for even letting him come on there and check, you feel me, check foundational Black Americans. And nigga, you supposed to be, I got to check that nigga resume. He might be one of them boat, you know. Here I go. You see, I'm out the gate right now. He gives him a platform. And let me say something straight up. Let me just come off, because you know I'm about this. You know, I'm not no motherfucker to play, you know, at all. I don't even know who gave this motherfucker Fat Joe a pass to say nigga. You see what I'm saying? Somebody need to crack your motherfucking jaw. You see what I'm saying? Our ancestors died over here. You feel what I'm saying? Bled, motherfucker, under these, you know, these titles. You don't just come on, you know, you don't just come over here and use that loosely. That right there show you how Mav Hoffa is a sucker. You see what I'm saying? That's a badge that you know was, you know, applied to our people in blood. You feel me? You don't come running off at your gum. And I seen Mav Hoffa then pull the video. He pulls the video. You see what I'm saying? Because it show you how big a sucker he was. Gonna sit up there and Fat Joe gonna say, I don't know who and Mav Hoffa gonna say, well, you know, he's talking about, he's upset that Black people is not somehow accepting the fact that Puerto Ricans was somehow to help found hip hop. You see what I'm saying? And say that, you know, they racist and shit. They some, you know, racist and you know, they don't like Jamaican. That's a goddamn lie. You see what I'm saying? We ain't never said we created reggae with your fake ass. Nobody, we ain't, wherever the indigenous cultural music is, wherever island, we ain't never said we came to your shit and originated your shit. The fuck is you talking about? But y'all want to come over here and try to steal culture from Black Americans, and we know you're thieving. We know you're thieving. Okay, ain't no goddamn, and y'all motherfuckers talking about you know, well, you know, they not from New York. Motherfucker, you sampling James Brown, bitch. Did you call goddamn what James Brown think he was living in Georgia or Florida? Did any of y'all motherfuckers call James Brown when y'all was sampling all this goddamn music?
I'm changed it up. The brother's going in on going in.
Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, your boy Fat Joe, he's at it again. Now, what did he do? He's disrespecting Black Americans.
You say something, bro?
Yeah, what were you saying now?
No, I just said I had to change it.
Playing right when you was talking.
Yeah, I just had to change it up, man, because brother's going all over the place. I wanted to get straight to the point.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, just, you know.
Yeah. So
we talking about Fat Joe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what we want.
We want to hear what my brother Phyllis got to say about it.
Because how dare Black Americans have a say in anything in our culture? I want you to hear what Fat Joe has to say, because I didn't know that we were radical Black racists. I didn't know that. The situation of Fat Joe, that Black man, whoever he is, I don't know. that's sitting there interviewing him, to let this man sit in front of you, not even a black man, sit in front of you and tell you that you have people in your community is radical black racist and using the N-word in front of you. See, listen, let me, where's my New York people at? Let's talk a little bit New York. You know, in New York, y'all love that N-word. Y'all love it to the core, but this is my issue. If you're going to use it, it should be among black people. Sitting up here letting people like Fat Joe and people of his community use that word to you, and you don't say nothing. See, we different down here in the South, man. That wouldn't fly in the South. That just do not fly here in the South. That would be a problem. Fat Joe don't come down here with that. He don't run around here telling black people that to their face, not down in the South. But this man, see, he's speaking like a colonizer. A colonizer would say, how dare you take ownership of your culture and you don't gatekeep it? Because I'm supposed to come in and out of it when I want to, do what I want to in your culture, and you better not say nothing. Black Americans have every right to gatekeep any part of our culture. And to hell with anybody that has to have an opinion otherwise. Just like other groups gatekeep their culture, and I take no issue with that. If you don't have something exclusive, then it's not worth anything. See, this has been the problem with Black American culture. We have been allowing anybody to come in and out of it if they want to, and everybody feel that they can just run over and trample and use our culture anytime they get good and ready. So now you're having Black Americans say, oh, no. We about to start enacting some gatekeeping and exclusivity. And when Black Americans started to do that, that's bothered a lot of people like Fat Joe. And when you start doing that, you find out who really respect the culture and who really disrespect the culture. And Fat Joe is running around here like a Spanish colonizer, period. He's not a guest or anything. He's a colonizer, just like what Kendrick said about Drake. They colonizers. Now, that comment about radical black racist. What position that Black Americans are in to be quote unquote racist to anybody? Show me any system in America that we as Black Americans can exclude anybody and hurt somebody out of. Show me how we can deny jobs to people. Show me how we can deny home loans and business loans from people. Show me how our police officers who are Black can just wholesale shoot down people, right, who are non-Black and get away with it. And nothing happens to them. Show me that. Show me where Black Americans have mass incarcerated anybody based off the color of their skin. Show me, Fat Joe, since you're saying the word racist, where's the system of Black supremacy? That Black people are dominating everything and oppressing everybody based off of the color of their skin. Show me, Fat Joe, where this system of Black supremacy, where we reign supreme. I like to see that. See, this is what y'all get. A lot of you New York cats, this is what you get for letting these others in the culture. And that's why they talk the way they talk. It don't matter what we discussing about Caribbeans and anybody else. That's a conversation that Black Americans are having with the diaspora. That's the only people that should be having that conversation, not colonizers like Fat Joe, who is not part of the culture. He is not our people. He's not anything. But once again, some of you brothers and sisters in New York allowed people like Fat Joe to be comfortable coming in our culture, talking the way they talk. Then when you call them out on it, well, I'm part Black. No, you're not. You're not Black at all. I know Afro Latinos when I see them. They look like me, right? They have hair similar to mine.
Yes, sir.
They have noses and lips and everything similar to me. They just speak Spanish. I mean, they may speak English too, but they speak Spanish. You're not an Afro Latino, sir. You're not. So you're not black. Stop lying. Because a black man or a black man would never allow to come out of his mouth that someone is a radical black racist. And what are you being radical about? Delineation? When every group delineates, Hispanics delineate, Asians delineate, Europeans delineate, Arabs delineate. By their logic, that means all those other groups are radical too, because they delineate. Delineation isn't radical, it's normal. Black Americans were the only group that didn't delineate. But now we just really join the rest of the world with delineation. And there's nothing wrong with it. Just because you delineate doesn't mean you hate nobody. Doesn't mean you exclude anybody because you delineate. Fat Joe is just mad and projecting that he got checked. He couldn't lie and say Hispanics created hip hop 50-50 with black people. See, that was the lie that he told. Nobody else. Now, I'm not saying other Latinos either. I'm not putting them in it. It was the lie he told. And he was mad that it got busted out. You know, when Tariq Nasheed did his documentary microphone check, he's upset about that. He's salty about that. Because see, what they was trying to do is finesse a bag. If they can get that lie out there and that lie would have took root in the black community, then
see, I'm gonna start right there for a second. See, that's what I'll tell you about, bro. That's what they were mad about. That DVD that I was looking at when I was in Hollandale back here that I told you I ordered, that microphone check DVD. And I told you, you remember we was on the phone and I said that shit gonna rattle some nerves in the valley because that was given, because Tariq had folks giving the math on how hip hop first got started, and it wasn't started like they basically portrayed it to get started. It was that was in the industry, you know, way before a Grandmaster Flash and Kool Herc and all these cats names that they call out here that everybody seems to know about, you know, in this moment. But the ones that really didn't get their credits due is the ones that's on the sideline, like shaking their head, like these motherfuckers really think they started this shit.
Yeah.
And so Tariq, she like, no, don't worry about it. We're gonna open up the dossier and we're gonna tell the story. We're gonna get the math. So he did that. You know, and only real motherfucker that he had that was MCing, that was on his goddamn show that we really know about was the brother Lord Jamal. And Lord Jamal, you know, he's a 5%. You know, he's not gonna sit up there and sugarcoat shit. He going 2 for 2. You know what I'm saying? He going for the math. And he had a lot of cats that he knew that grew up that didn't get no kind of, you know what I'm saying, no kind of flowers for the hip hops come up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, this is who started this here. That wasn't no damn crazy ladies. Crazy lady didn't come out to like the early 80s and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was this dude right here, such and such. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is the one that's what got his credit due, but he didn't get it because he didn't want to follow the nomination. So when Tariq started doing the video, and he was showing all these different folks and stuff, then you had everybody start getting mad, and then you had the one Jewish Caucasian guy. He gonna sue Tariq Nasheed because Tariq Nasheed was using photos that you can put your hands on that's on Google that he didn't put it on the internet for you to get.
Oh damn.
And so they call themselves trying to keep him from putting the DVD out there because he was gonna try to put it on I'm sure he's probably gonna try to put it on Tubi, Netflix or some shit like that. And they're like, no, you can't bring that shit over here.
Yeah.
Because you gonna wake up a nation, bro, with the truth. So they went in, so the files that beat him went and got Fat Joe, Gus Ryan. These are tether ass motherfuckers. That's what they call them now. These motherfuckers that's on the outside looking in. They're not like us, like Kendrick Lamar. Call them tethers. And tethers are what they consider a motherfucker that's, you know, the one that live over here in the country to try to keep us deaf, dumb, and blind, right along with the white supremacist establishment in this society.
Hold your point right there, because I got to pull up on the way. because I got to make a point here.
Come on with it.
All right, speaking of the little hat people family, if they were supposed to be the promised people and back in their land, how come they got something to heal over this way? Why they in Hollywood running stuff as far as movies and music? Why they in New York at stock exchanges and things of this nature? If you supposed to be the promised, as the scripture say, you supposed to be back in your land being self-sufficient, not always scattered all out, which lets me know so somebody lying. But go ahead, bro. I'm a yield back.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. They got to keep the lies going because, like I say, the same people you talking about are the ones who paying Fat Joe and Busta Rhymes to get up there and try to resurface the concept and saying that Tyreek and Lashe and them ain't nothing but a bunch of broke ass niggas lying, telling the false narrative. And then they say, well, what about Lord Jamal? Lord Jamal, he wasn't no real MC. He was a whack ass MC. You know what I'm saying? I don't play a lot of songs that Lord Jamal rapped off of when he was a brand Nubian, and brother had some hella bars. And he can still rap today.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe, you ain't no rapper, because when I was told, they said they had to write the rhymes for you, homeboy.
Listen, Big Pun was the star of Terror Squad. Let's just get that out there. This fella himself, that's the imposter, talking about, how dare y'all call y'all own card as far as y'all culture, said in his own lines that Pun was better in his own rhymes. Everybody knew this. But if you want to be the big star, what happens in this place? Somebody got to get sacrificed here.
Right.
Now, the crazy thing is, on Big Pun's last, what was his name? It's So Hard. I think of, yeah. But anyway, he say, I'm just trying to live. And then after the video was over, he walking with Fat Joe, and he's talking about, I'm trying to lose weight and all that, which means he was on a health pad. But everybody he died of a heart attack. Now, when you, from an earthly standpoint, looking at the fella, you're going to like, well, yeah, that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
But when you hear the truth of the matter, the voice and the words that came out was, I'm on a hell pad. Even asked Joe in there, hey, how I look, my brother? Am I slimming down? And he said in the video, yeah, you're looking even better. That was the last we heard of that. So you got the same people that's paying Joe, that's paying the media to lie to us. And the crazy thing, we take that lie and decipher that down and say, well, that must be the truth. Next thing you know, we talking amongst each other saying, well, you got to decide which of the greater evils do we want? Well, how did we get here? I'm going to yield back.
The thing is, that's the reason why, like me, I'm DJ Chaos, even though I'm Chaos on the podcast. But in front of that Chaos word is DJ, disc jockey. One thing about being a disc jockey, a real disc jockey at that, not nobody that just put a CD on the radio and play music for the family. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about motherfuckers that basically did parties, work at a radio station, basically studied music his whole life. He or hers whole life. You will understand where a lot of music comes from, because the whole genetics of getting an understanding of the music is to know where it started, where it began, where it ended, etc., etc. And the thing is, as black men in this country, even black women, we have created every genre of music on this planet.
You know what?
And the thing is, it started because some of our ancestors that was in the South that basically had to work hard labor in the fields.
Right where we play, he laying in the plane right beside. Go ahead.
The music was through our struggling and pain, but it got us through the days of hard labor in the South in the summer times. 100-degree weather, no wind, sometimes no rain. But at the same time, we know that our melanated skin kept us alive and well. But at the same time, when we started humming certain songs and coming up with creating certain genres of sound of music in our heads, we started bringing it out of our mouths. And it became gospel because we was always talking about the spiritual concepts of things. We created slang words, the words that were the goddamn slave master didn't understand what the fuck we were saying.
Man, let me blow everybody's mind right quick. Pause your point. Let me pull up on the wave.
Come on.
They say from American standards that we in the South have a slang dialect. Reason being, people, is that this is not our first language. We just never got to the point where we got to their schools in the bigger cities where we learned to pronounce the words the way Englishmen pronunciate their language.
Yeah.
That's why the South, you know what I'm saying, as far as dialect and tone and speech delivery, stay in a circle, as they say, slang or Southern drawl, if you will, because we're still learning the language. And we still ain't got to the point where it's now we really don't care about it, which is why we always did, as always, come up with our own dialect, because it supplants their language with the language that we lost, interestingly enough. Now, back to the music, people. Originally, from our culture, our music does one thing. It has a frequency to motivate you. Now, that in our culture was praise, worship, and unity. We have lost that part. And because we've lost that part and our talents have been diverted over to a flip side of things, Puff Daddy remixed, if you will, this is what you get. Because the entire nation, the entire globe vibes off our music. And the thing is, it's been Puff Daddy remixed to the point where they've engineered it to say, well, we want to do it by computer technology, not the original live music that we used to have with each other to make our records.
Yes, sir.
They cut that part out because they were trying to cut us out. Same as you can't deny the greatness of our people because it still permeates the world. And it's all jacked up. Now, if we get back to praise, worship, and unity songs, because the unity song is what we're talking about, peace or love.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that no more because they engineered us to not do that no more because they galvanized us as a people. And once we become fully conscious of our spiritual responsibility, then we get back to being number one on the globe. And they know that.
Yep.
Which is why they want to control everything we do. Back to you there, Chaos.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're 1,000% right about that, bro. Because the thing is, going back to what I was saying about us singing in the fields in the South back in the days, we did that to kind of break the time because this was the thing to do that got us all basically through the hardship of being in the heat and working our ass to the bone. It got so good to the point where we got great at it to where we decided we wanted to record it. Wanted to let the world know what we were saying. It became gospel music.
Let me tell you. We were singing to alleviate the pressures. The white guy happened to hear that and say, I need you to sing into this can, please. Because he saw a profit just for himself. Because these people greedy. They don't care about each other.
Mm-hmm.
But that person had an idea that actually, you know what I'm saying, that other people got idea. And if you know, there are no white people that was first having us sing in the can. They don't own the record label. It's the other people. What should that tell you? Back to you, Chaos.
What's going on, my brother? Black Knight. Black Knight in the house. What's
Salute.
happening? Yeah, that's one of the brothers. He listened to the DJ Dub Fresh and DJ Too Much. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Usually I be DJing too, but I do podcasting too, bro. So much love. Glad you came chiming in. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. We do this every now and again. When we have the time to do it. But
Salute.
But the thing is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The way, like I said, they listened to what we were doing and they wanted to capitalize off of it. They did.
Yeah.
Because they knew that it was something that was gonna make money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you watch the movie Cadillac Records, and I'm going to cut this, but shout out to Russell Phillips Scott, his rant on that whole concept with Fat Joe. But that movie there, it was showing where the late Muddy Waters was a white guy just come out of nowhere. He said he wanted to record him for a little thing for Fish University in Nashville, and he came in there and he had a little recorder, photo recorder when they first came out back then.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Go on, play that thing, boy. Go on, play that thing, man." And he played the guitar and he started singing. He's like, "Wow, is that me? You playing back?" He said, "That's you." He said, "Boy, is it like me hearing myself for the first time?" And the guy said, "Yeah." And he took his voice and kicked it back to the damn place, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he didn't sit up there and say, "You know what, I want to give you a couple of dollars for your voice," or whatever a case may be. He just got this voice for the free.
No. Pause your button. Let's talk about that just for a second. Pull up on the wave beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Back to when we were singing in the fields, trying to alleviate the pressures. And after singing into the can, the part that got the ear of the people, the white guy, is because of the melodious pain that he heard in the voice. Understand that, people. A melodious pain in the voice. Whitney had that person first had that. And the person of our generation that epitomizes that to me is Brother Anthony Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
He has the same pain in his voice, which makes it mesmerizing. And the thing is that, people, is that with that type of gift, no other people possess that. Which is why we're at our most creative, because we're in our pain. That's how you channel the anger, the rage. You have to get creative. And it's going to be through music. And I know it's true because you watch any hood videos and documentaries where folks running to the hoods talking about why y'all do what y'all doing. Believe me, it's going to be some people before any scene in any documentary, they're going to be on there spin some verses for you. Why is that?
Yeah.
To express the pain. Still singing. It's evolved. Any hood you still go to right now, why y'all doing what y'all doing with your cameras? Somebody gonna get into a freestyle for you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To express to you, because you say you want to know. This is our best way of telling you our problems and the situation and the calamities that we have to deal with is through music, spoken word. This is why it's a $1 billion industry type of income for them. Because through all the shooting, all through the drill music, the pain is still there. That's the epitome that drives their economy, our pain. Oh, that's powerful. I'm going to yield back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's how it is. I mean, because like I say, folks will say, I hear folks say, well, y'all, black folks always talking about slavery and this and that and other. But they don't understand that we talk about what we know for a reason. I mean, everybody talk about their downfalls in their society. Why is this so rough for us? Why is it so bad when we talk about it? know
It's the
why?
reason.
You know
Go
why?
ahead.
It's because you start to see yourself as a part of our struggles.
Mm,
You co-sign the shit. That's why.
mm,
They always say a hit dog will holler.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe, going back to Fat Joe know damn well that them Puerto Ricans didn't have shit to do with us as far as hip hop is concerned. Now, I will say maybe a little percentage of him is right because the Puerto Ricans that he talking about that look like him, that's the lie. But the ones that look like us is the one he need to be talking about because the Puerto Ricans, the dark-skinned Puerto Ricans, the black Puerto Ricans, the one that had a black daddy and a Puerto Rican mama or a Puerto Rican daddy and a black mother. You know what I'm saying? That's who you need to be talking about. And
But check it.
they were still a small percentage of them because
But check
there's not very many of them around like that in the hip hop scene either. But go ahead.
See, pardon the interruption, bro. But see, Lord Jamar already dropped the math on it because I feel strongly now. If you dig and comb the streets of New York, let's just say Brooklyn and the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, because they know, you know what I'm saying, the roots of matter and who's throwing the parties and whatnot coming up. The thing is, you still find no Afro Latinos in that. It was all us from the very beginning. Now, the problem is, as the brother so, you know what I'm saying, precisely put it out there, is that you've been allowed to participate in our culture. And the thing is, when we heard your music, every album that you put out was not about no Latino struggle. You talking about stuff that we do and stuff that you learned to do with us. Now you're affiliated, but you're not family. Big difference. And you get disrespect because all over these years you've gotten settled into that identity. And you have deceived yourself saying, I am one of them. No, you're not. Because the brother also brought up another precise saying, you sound like a Spanish colonizer. And the thing is, you know what I'm saying, that is your bloodline. Literally. So you to call it out after all these centuries, it's still in your bloodline to do it. That's just how it is. You can't stop the man. It'll come out the person that's trying to lie about it. I'm going to yield back. Go ahead, bro.
I'm trying to see, like, because there's so many videos popping up about this brother. I don't mean to call the nigga no brother, but this cat, you know what I'm saying, Fat Joe. Because I want to play the audio of what he said. And I'm hoping this is one of them. Let's see if this is it. Hold on.
Strife in the hip-hop community, especially with popular Puerto Rican rapper Fat Joe. He even taken a few shots at Tariq Nasheed and even went so far as to block him.
Family, this thing is shutting it down big time. And you know it's shutting it down because right after Microphone Check came out, your boy Fat Joe started blocking everybody. My brother Mikhail hit me up. He was like, hey, Tariq, Fat Joe is blocking everybody now. I think Fat Joe went around just looking for anybody with an FBA hashtag or FBA in their profile. And he just started blocking people and blocked me. I'm like, wow, I've never interacted with Fat Joe. Fat Joe did like what Yvette Carnell does. She just starts preemptively blocking people, even if you've never interacted with her, just by association. So Fat Joe blocked everybody. So if you guys are listening here, if y'all listening to me, Fat Joe probably has you blocked and you don't even know it.
Then Fat Joe pulled up at the Matt Hoffa podcast, which kind of has like a black barbershop feel. Out of the blue, in the interview, Fat Joe says this.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the these broke is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this who run them? Like, you know, your leader? No, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
So Tariq Nasheed responded in kind.
Because we are in the middle of a massive delineation movement, and we are recognizing our lineage and our history. Shout out to Juicy. I see you, beloved. Because we are recognizing and paying homage to our lineage and our history as foundational Black Americans, we are not allowing people to co-opt things from us, to steal parts of our culture, to exploit parts of us in our culture. Those days are over. We as foundational Black Americans, we've been exploited, used, abused, and it has not been reciprocal. We sit up here and share our culture with everybody, and then they turn around and shut us out of the cultures that we created. Family, we created country music. Now we have our great foundational Black American artists like Beyonce, who has been snubbed repeatedly by the country community, so-called country community, the white country community, music community. And she had the hottest country album of the year. They were real funny style about Beyonce acting like she was an outsider to a culture that her lineage created.
Now, you heard Fat Joe. Now, Fat Joe really disrespected a lot of people by calling the FBAs broke and all of that. But I think Tariq Nasheed stated the position of why blacks or FBAs are behaving the way that they do. He talked about several examples of the country music genre, where you can see African Americans have been credited with some formation of that. Look at rock and roll. You know, Chuck Berry and helping Elvis Presley, creating that genre, then only to be excluded. And when you look at Fat Joe, he's a Puerto Rican. He's not black. He might be cool with a few black people, but he's not black. And now what you're seeing is a genre that African Americans or the FBAs have created also being taken from them, when Fat Joe is upset about that. And remember the earlier clip I played about the tangibles. All the tangibles are going to the people who are writing this revisionist history. Everything is basically being rewritten now. And remember when this popular Latino actor said this?
Well, I mean, Latin people, we're the largest ethnic group in America, the oldest ethnic group. We built this country. We suffered in this country. We were oppressed, and we're thriving. We add $2.8 trillion to the GDP every year. If we were our own country, we'd be the 5th largest economy in the world, bigger than England, bigger than Italy, bigger than Brazil. And that's just in America. So I found Latin excellence all over America, in Chicago, in DC, in Miami, in Puerto Rico, in LA, in New York. And we ate, we danced, and we celebrated, because nobody knows how to enjoy life as good as Latinos.
That's interesting. All of a sudden, John Leguizamo, who is a Colombian and got his start really with a lot of the blacks in the black comedy circuit, he's now saying that they built this country. Like, do you understand the revisionist history in that? They built America. I don't think they were on any slave ships. They were not in the cotton fields. Not to say that they didn't contribute to the culture of America, and they do work hard as Latino people. We're not taking it away from them. They're now the biggest voting bloc. But it's not really cool to say that they initially built America. They may be helping America build now or in the past 100 years, but if you want to talk about who had the blood, sweat, and tears and fought in every war, they were not Hispanics. They were blacks, or hashtag FBA. And another thing that people are kind of pissed off about is what's going on with all this laughing in the background from Mav Hoffa.
Now, listen, right? We understand FBA, that is our thing right then and there. You feel what I mean? And now Fat Joe wanted to be talking about we being divisive and stuff like that. And then again, rather than again, you know what I mean? Fat Joe was talking about they bunch of broke niggas saying the N-word, nigga this, nigga that. And then at the same time, Mav Hoffa got the nerve to be sitting there, yo, just literally laughing the shit off. And I'm talking about, you're not even trying to check this brother, yo. And see that right there, Math Hoffa, you lost a lot of cool points, yo, and you lost so much respect, you know what I'm saying, for like a lot of people, man, because think about it though, yo. If we just think about it, you cannot go up on a Latino platform to where so you can be saying any type of racial term, any kind of like racial terms and this, that, and the third. And of course, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to be a black man any damn way. And see, now coming to find out, you know what I mean, he from the West Indies, he got West Indian culture. Now, right now, I can really see, you know what I mean? You laughing at it.
Now, you talking about the brother that did the interview with Fat Joe.
I know, man.
Yeah, I never heard of him until I seen Fat Joe's little shit. But come to find out, he's what they consider he's a tether too. So he's not he's not far to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was sitting up there letting that shit go by like he did.
Because it's like, yo, for number one, that's way out of line. And you've been around our people and you've been inside of our culture, you know what I mean, a battle, right, for a very long time. And you've been amongst our people for a very long time. And it's like, now you want to be flipping like this and you don't even check Fat Joe? Like, come on.
Like, hold on, bro. You know people who are hashtag FBA, and you can't say that you don't know, because everybody knows this terminology by now on the internet, and you're laughing. And so what the brothers are saying is, okay, because you're now a Caribbean, you think it's funny. This is where people are kind of showing their hand, and it's still letting people know, like, as far as those in the FBA community, like, okay, we really don't have any friends. Is starting to make brothers and sisters feel like that, especially who are in the community. A lot of brothers and sisters were open to working with other groups, and what we see is we don't get very much from the other groups, but they get a lot from us. And let me tell you this, man, I love my time here in Uganda. I've been living in Africa for a long time. I've been here for 6 or 7 years. I love it. I've made some great people here. But again, when you talk about what, you know, people get from us and what we give to them, it's always more on our side. I talk about it all the time. When we come to Africa, we're supposed to give more. Even in America, to have relations with Africa, we have to give more. We're always the one making the sacrifice to have the relationship with everybody else. And as it seems, you know, hey, you know, Africans can come to the United States, they benefit off our struggles. When we come to, you know, to Africa, hey, we're outsiders. We don't get the benefit from anything that they have done. They keep you out of those things. And that's true. You know, they can benefit from what we have. And when it's time for them to reciprocate many times, that's not the case. And I know that's not the case. I'm experiencing that now. I live here. This is not to say that Africans are not good people. The people, I'm just talking about on average, you know, we are assisting others more than they are assisting us. And it's something that we need to take serious. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy. Oh.
Okay. Bruh. I guess, you know, that's what I was saying back here. How they like to try to wash down history and bring in new history by bringing in the year 2000 as a like a reset time of everything within the 21st century, and everything that was in the 20th century. Oh, that it don't mean nothing no more, because Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Haitians, Jamaicans, you know, everybody that pretty much benefiting off of us in this day and time, don't seem to understand that it took us for them to come to this country, because when they came to this country, they were treated like shit, just like we were.
Yeah, but see, they came willingly. We were forced.
Yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, the thing was, in the civil rights movement, marching, they literally was trying to help these motherfuckers. We always try to help these outsiders get where they are, and they sit up there and want to go along with the white supremacy situation and try to wash down the history. Like we ain't did shit for them. Because now all of a sudden they big-headed talking about, you know, we stand together, we do this and do that together.
Well, see, it's because of the new, you know what I'm saying, form of organization of the FBA. The light bulb is off in their minds, understand, you know what I'm saying, that we are rich, you know what I'm saying, culture. and we should safeguard our culture. Well, the majority of us still, you know what I'm saying, still, you know what I'm saying, because we still come up out of slavery and still locked in chains mental in a lot of ways. It's like, you know what I'm saying, I just want to get along with everybody. But the FBI is like, you know what I'm saying, that's cool and all, but the thing is, we can't get, it's like having a store and, you know what I'm saying, it's got 3-4 floors, you know what I'm saying, fully packed, and everybody that's not our people coming in and you ain't charging them nothing. They just coming in, we bagging it up for them, gift wrapping stuff up for them and everything, getting them coupons down the next time they come through, and they just walking out freely. Expensive stuff. And at the same time frame, we ain't looking half as decent.
This shit crazy, bro. I'm trying to see if I can find something on the civil rights movement when it came down. I really don't even want to go into that conversation too much, you know, find no videos on that, because it's common fucking sense. But I get it, because the thing is, you know, this is not to be racist, and like I said, we can't be racist no way. We can only be righteous, and just tell it like a TIT is. In order to be racist or have any kind of racial habitats or whatever the case may be, you have to have power. You have to have respect. And we don't have neither one in this country. So we can't be racist. But however, we can talk about the real math of every damn thing. Because see, the thing is, guys like Fat Joe that sits up there and talk the shit that he talks, you know, the average motherfucker will say, y'all just hating on him because he's getting money. How the fuck you know what he getting? You don't know what that dude is. And you know, I got a voice for that too. I want you to hear this.
Stop, y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh? Cause the next thing you don't know.
That's how I fucking feel about it. You're just talking all over the goddamn place. Don't have no math, no history, no nothing. You talking all emotions. And it make you look real dumb as hell. That's the reason why that Fat Joe going around here blocking everybody. He's going around here blocking everybody because he don't want the man to get out there.
Consciously, he know. That's why he blocking folks. If he felt he's a part of that, why would you block anybody? Ain't nobody call him that he blocking, call him off the camera. Hey man, I'm gonna block you. Then nobody say that. He volunteered that because he already knew, you know what I'm saying, I'm lying. I'm trying to cover a lie. Because the thing is, you know what I'm saying, it hits him in the face that you already know this. But for Harper to sit there and laugh it off, that's the sellouts. Like I said, you don't get your shows unless they understand you playing for a denomination. That's how I see it.
Exactly. But here's the thing, Mr. Fat Joe. Bro, I can tell you, you know, a lot of us was kind of down with you. You know, when you first came out, we gave you a pass. You sound like you was one of us down, you know, because a lot of motherfuckers, like I said, they had you draped up and dripped out like you was black and Puerto Rican. Because for years, I thought that's what you were. Until they started putting up old pictures of you when you was a little boy, and you started looking like more Caucasian. But that's how they get us every time. They fool us by bringing in these motherfuckers that try to look and act like us, but they not like us. And then tell them you know, when we get to a certain height on history, real history, they go in there and want to try to rewrite it. And Busta Rhymes, you know, like I said, I grew up listening to Leaders of the New School. When he was with Charlie Brown, Cracker Jack, and all of them, Leaders of the New School, and how you fell out, you know, on national television, on MTV. and it was quietly done because it was something they said Yusuf had done, Busta Rhymes, that caused the division between the two groups, or between the two. The brothers in the group. But I think what it was, you wanted all to shine. You wanted you wanted to be a part of the nomination.
Yep.
And it got to the point where you got what you asked for.
Yep.
Because y'all was doing damn good when y'all was together in that group. But the thing is, you just like the rest of them old, and I don't mean no disrespect for New York, but a lot of them niggas down there, y'all too fucking arrogant and bougie as fuck. A lot of y'all. If it don't fly, let it fly. I'm just calling it like a TRT is, because that's the reason why Wilson had to go out there and do that damn video called Open Microphone. You know, shout out to Tariq Nasheed and the whole FBA family, you know, as well as the brother Lord Jamal. They gave the true math of that DVD.
Right.
And I watched every bit of it. And it was just what it was, because a lot of folks don't even know. Angie Stone was a part of hip hop. She was one of the first female rappers before she started R&B. I forgot the name of that group that she was in. That was signed on the late Sylvia Robinson label, Sugar Hill Records. They had a song. We're gonna funk you right on up. We're gonna funk you right on up. Matter of fact, let me play a clip of that song that you hear. No, I ain't gonna play what they said. I found out you can't play with 10 seconds of a song now on you. They'll let you do that.
I'll make it 12.
Shit, you do that, goddamn, that's when they gonna see you their email. Click, click.
No, I'm telling you, trying to hit the stop button. It just went 2 seconds over.
They ain't trying to hear that shit. They already got in the algorithm. They already got in the algorithm. The time limit. Yeah, they on some fuck shit. That's the name of the group is Sequence. This was Angie Stone's group. Matter of fact, she's right on the right. She's on the right side of the album cover.
Yeah, that's Miss No More Rain.
Yeah, check it. Here it goes. Check it. This is a song right here.
We ain't gonna get no voices.
I keep going. I keep going. I keep going. Don't you give up? I keep going. I keep going. I keep going. Don't you give up? I keep.
Yep. That's it. But
you know what, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I had been going through something personally, you know what I'm saying, on a spiritual plane on things.
Mm-hmm.
And feeling a little bit down about something. And the interesting thing, the words, yeah, they were gold. They were 24 gold. I heard what they were saying. And I like it. It was a chorus kick up. Yeah, I like that. I needed that part right. That part was just for me. I already got it. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they was on the I think one of the females in that group was on the open mic DVD too. I'm thinking. I don't know. I just seen it one time. They had so many folks. They had so many folks on that damn DVD, man. It was crazy. Cause I was like, golly, these are a lot of folks that literally that was in these photos and old videos from back in the days that didn't get no kind of flowers. That was literally genre of hip hop, the real hip hop. So the thing is, what folks don't fail to realize is that corporations took and made their own little genre of what they say hip hop really started out as.
They wanted to repackage it their way so it could be economical for them.
Yeah. Anybody that wanted to be a part of the nomination, that's the ones they was literally rigging in the situation.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why Tyreek had to expose that whole concept. And he did just right. He did just right.
Indeed.
And they hate that. That's why Fat Joe had to say the shit he said. But we're going to leave that alone because Fat Joe, only thing I can say, bro, you done lost a lot of cool points with a whole lot of people. You and Busta Rhymes and many others have lost a lot of cool points.
No, you try to usurp our culture. In other words, you try to steal a culture, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying. You didn't say I'm just a participant. You say it's a part of mine too. No, it ain't. You try to steal. Just like the rest of the colonizers.
Yes, sir. Anyway, let's move on to the break of dawn of the story. Line tonight, distractions. You heard about the drones, right?
Yeah.
They said, let's see, I seen, and then what about the I guess they said it was a satellite that was on fire that was going across the sky. You seen that?
Yeah, I did see that too. We had it, what was it?
That is so cool.
They had a tracking. You know what's funny about that little situation right there?
Yeah.
They actually was tracking the streaks going across from like down around by South America all the way across the Mississippi, you know, like around Mississippi and Alabama, and, you know, deep south, all the way up to the Midwest and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was aliens. That's why, again.
Stop, y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh? Because the next thing you don't know.
Brother Valero in the house. What's going on, brother? Happy holidays to you out there on the West Coast. Darth is out here tripping, tweaking. The truth, man.
I'm glad that the late Dick Gregory, bro. Because say the next thing you don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Motherfucker just talking all over the place. Cause they talking about aliens. We being invaded. We quietly being invaded.
That's why I'm perfect. Oh man.
But you try to tell them that, oh, you know, know what somebody else said?
Oh man, that was good.
They said Haley's coming. You remember Haley's coming?
I know that too.
Huh?
I remember that back in '86. I do remember that. Trying to get out there and see it. I got my binoculars this time. I better do. Yeah. When is that supposed to be sighted again?
Huh?
When's that supposed to be sighted again?
It was coming across, I guess, like coming out of South, like around South America. They said it was supposed to be a satellite, some kind of satellite that the Chinese and it exploded, and then the particles were floating across the sky.
And that's what we Haley's coming.
Yeah, Haley's coming. Here we go with this here.
I think you're all fucked in the head.
Anyway, he said also that the folk opened some portal or something like that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Sounds ritualistic to me, people. What you mean? Why you even choose to even have the words into the headline opening a portal? What we talking about here? What we talking about here? Opening a portal. Now, as us is coming up watching Scooby-Doo and stuff like that and the mystery, you know what I'm saying, cartoons, and then getting into sci-fi as we got to our teen and 20 years, we all knew that portal means opening up from this dimension to another dimension. Is that what you're talking about? Because that's the only understanding that we as people, as far as we talking about, we're going to open up a portal, is that we're doing, you know what I'm saying, Scooby-Doo magic stuff. But we come to find out if this is what's happening, it ain't Scooby-Doo magic, this is actually real. Is this what you're telling us? Because see, the backup to that saying that y'all got this big machine called CERN that's run across 2 continents. Switzerland, I can't remember the adjacent, you know what I'm saying, country to it, but they got a partnership with it. And the thing about it, it is a big portal opener. Is that what y'all talking about?
Sound a bit strange there, bro. Sound a bit strange.
I mean, it sounds like Earl Roberts now. Going into the 21st century. Is that what we're talking about? Because it sounds like it is. I'm going to yield back.
Okay. Drones over America. Let's see what's going down, what they talking about. I think this is what brother. Let's see. Pull this video up right quick. All right, here we go.
As the mystery over those sightings continues. Now, local officials want more answers from the federal government, and they want more information. The Pequannock Township Mayor Ryan Hurd is among those pushing for answers. He says the drones pose an invasion of privacy to local residents. The mayor joins me now. Mayor, I appreciate you being here for this. You know, you've seen the drones. Do you buy the answers that you're hearing on the federal level that these are planes or personal drones?
Well, good morning, Ed, and thank you for having me on. Do I buy it? Absolutely not. See, here's the problem. You know, we are now almost 2 weeks into this since I penned the letter 2 weeks ago Sunday, and we had 21 mayors that actually signed that letter. Up until now, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of posturing, but there has been no action. We still have no idea what's going on.
So Senator Richard Blumenthal said about a week and a half ago, the federal authorities should just shoot a few of them out of the sky and figure out what's going on. Do you think they need to be shot down, or some of them?
Well, that's a good question. So first I'm going to say, not by a citizen. So we're not going to go and try to shoot these things down in our backyard. We're not going to try to catch these. We're not going to try to send up a hobby drone and try to take pictures. Because again, as I've
First and foremost, people, as far as an ex-military person, I already know anything that enters these borders that is unauthorized will be shot down first and foremost. You can go ahead and hit the pause button, bro.
Let's see, Valero said first that white big bubble like moon. Remember that? Yeah.
Listen. What's the best? Listen, what did we play with drones to do? Fly them over the camera, go over to the next neighborhood, see what's going on over that way. Same thing. Now, if you got 1,000 up that way, that's better surveillance for us. I can get your front, backyard, side. If I get low enough, I can get them up under the swing set that's in the backyard.
said before, the unintended consequences of this could be horrible, and we don't want that. With that said, I do expect the federal government to step up and get one of these over the ocean. Apparently, there's plenty of space that we can get this. Unfortunately, you know, last year or the year before, there was a big balloon apparently from China that went across all of America. And we didn't do that then. So I don't know if I have any faith in our current administration and current government to really step up and do anything.
Yeah, well, January 20th, that ends. So why do you think that no one can figure out where they're landing or taking off from, if they've been spotted in the sky?
I do think we know. I think our administration currently is absolutely useless.
I had to say it like this here, what Calvin Candy said.
Are you lost, sweetheart?
I'm wrong, but Calvin Candy said this here.
Alas, sat around this dinner table here tonight. That you can't believe.
You ain't lying. But then he said the truth also, though, bro. He said right there, well, what you think about it? We don't know what it is. But if we was the government, we'll get one of these and get them up all over the place over the Atlantic. Where they at right now? They up all over the Atlantic. What we talking about right now? And they tell me they don't know what it is. It slipped out right then, people. I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. He said, if we was the government, we would get one of these and get them up over the Atlantic.
Bro, let me tell you something. When they do things that GA classify, whatever the fuck they call that shit, they not gonna tell you what they doing with this shit. They gonna just do it. And then they just gonna have your ass thinking you seeing things.
That's why they trying to get you to see that in real time, but we got 21 males to say. Oh boy, this Muppet show is off the chain, people. The Muppets are turning up.
If y'all in here, man, hit the like button. Please hit the like button so we can try to get somewhat of an audience.
Man, the mad folks ain't gonna let us do it. You already know it. Somehow subscribers, they don't get the show links until late or this is over with.
Yeah.
Other time they get the notification 3-4 days later.
Yeah.
Nah, we know what's going on.
Oh yeah, we do.
But we appreciate everybody tunes in for sure.
Brother Valero says, shit, Sleepy Joe ain't doing his job. Everyone's stepping all over America.
Man, listen, I'm glad he brought that up. Let's get into this news here, people. Now, if your favorite person got in office, I got a question. Why is it the person that nobody voted for has got the power behind the throne right now, talking about what he want to do? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all done got duped once again. Understand it's a bird with two wings, Republican and Democrat. It nests in the small spot of the Capitol building. That's its nesting ground. It squawks amongst itself. This is why you have the bird with two heads, because it's telling you it's a two faction, even though it's in the same body. Congress is one body, but it's bipartisan.
Yep.
So you're still attached to the same bird, people. Which means, to me, it's an odd-looking creature. I don't want to be associated at any cost.
Yep.
But now that you got your guy in, I ain't heard no legislation from what's going on except a few sound bites here and there about what I'm going to do here, that, and the third. But behind the scene, all Congress and America's talking about this other guy, and they dubbed him President Musk. What's that about? These are Republicans that's on the floor of the Congress that's making this address here. Sounds like this artery that's in the Republican Party, that's about to burst. That's not good because that causes aneurysm.
Yep. Sound like a dog and pony show to me.
The Muppet Show is turning up.
Yep. It damn so is. Well, like I say, this is the thing. This is why we call it the distraction show, because they do anything and everything to basically fuck with your mind. But at the same time, you asking them questions and they acting like, what you see? You seen that? Oh, let me get on the phone and see what they talking. See if somebody else see it. But at the same time, they don't give a damn what you see. They know what's out there. They did that same shit about 9/11. They sit up there and said they didn't know no damn Arabs was going to take over some airplanes at 8 o'clock in the morning. When you go out to the East Coast, a lot of flight traffic builds up around that time in the morning. It ain't no such flight being 40 and 50 folks on one plane. One plane each or some shit like that. Not coming out the East Coast going west. Them planes used to be fat to the rim. Because you got folks flying 3,000 miles west. But like I say, if you don't know aviation and you don't know the flight or know the airline industry and how this shit is set up, you'll fall for any damn thing. They'll tell you anything just to get you all emotionally charged up and start acting a damn fool and crying and whining instead of doing something about it.
Listen, 2001 was the start of Operation Muppet Show. Y'all know it to be true.
Yep. Cause like I was saying, them folks that they were saying there was the Taliban and they were the terrorists. Now in the black neighborhood selling you T-shirts and ham and lunch meat and bread. In the hotels doing your rooms and shit.
And getting your gas.
But they was the terrorists, man. See, they know that your history don't mean shit to them no more. That's why they got this new history now.
But see, that's why it does. Our true history does mean something because they know we're great and powerful. And we're not meant to serve, we're meant to lead.
That's right.
But if you got the new agenda, which is the system that's in place here in the nation and across the planet, those that of us, that understand, what it means, to come from a line of slavery, these are the people that then built the entire empires around the places. Because the crazy thing is, out of all the world empires, which was Babylon, then you had Persia, then you had Greece, and then you had Rome. Now, the thing is, America popped up in under 200 years. Ain't no superpower on the planet ever did that. Interestingly enough, it was powered and manufactured and backed by our labor. Interestingly enough. I'm going to yield back.
Ain't no thinking in it, brother. It is there. Cause that's why they tell you don't shoot them down, don't shoot at them. Cause you shoot at them, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions. Cause that's your taxpayers' money that's in the air. Oh, see?
Yeah.
Thank you for this Christmas present. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas. Give y'all the math on Christmas Day.
Yeah, that was a good detonation. That bomb right there. That's perfect. That boy. Look at the glitter come down. People, y'all see the sparks?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's what it is. That's why I said, brother, let me tell y'all something.
And a happy new year.
I was looking at it on the news yesterday. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
Let's get out of this, cause we on the news.
Yeah, let's give Rap some more for him, bro.
I got some more Buffett shit.
We're gonna give rap a lot more for y'all. Don't worry about it. We got plenty for your tree tonight.
Oh, hold on.
Speaking of tree, let me get mine rolled up right here. Some of this purple haze. Just what the doctor ordered. All right. That smells gravy. Piney like it's from Georgia. Let me couple these clusters right here. Yeah. I like it too. These are definitely Christmas trees, no sticks or seeds.
I was trying to see if they had that video from AEC7 in LA where they'll tell you about the reindeers getting ready for the fly over and deliver gifts. You think I'm laughing when they said this. They literally said this.
Still going with that bullshit, huh? I caution all parents tonight, if you've got young ones and they so-called saying that some white guys supposed to be coming into your house, have your shotguns at the ready and coffee in your hand. Yeah, do it that way. See how this goes. So you know the crazy thing about that also, American holidays, you know what I'm saying, ain't even doing it the way it's supposed to as far as the Christmas holiday, because see, Santa Claus is not only him that comes along supposedly on Christmas Day. I mean Christmas night, whatnot, Christmas Eve rather.
Oh, I think this is what here's a video for AVC7 in LA about a sighting. Hold on.
The latest report in New York, New Jersey, and Maryland. The White House says there is no evidence the reported drones pose any threat, but that's doing little to calm concerns. People in Southern California are also reporting mysterious drone sightings. One person captured video of lights over Temecula. This is from Jessica DeNova has more.
There are drones all over the sky.
This video shows strange lights hovering over Old Town Temecula. Damon Angel, who goes by the name Nomad, says he's been watching them since last week and recorded this video Tuesday night.
There was a couple that were really close, and they were about to cruise out of the car. Everybody keeps saying that. It's probably getting annoying now, but they are giant drones. Like, they're not little, and they move really fast.
Eyewitness News cannot confirm what these videos show, but we found several people who say they saw similar lights.
These three lights that were in a sort of a triangle kind of formation, an odd looking thing, and I'm thinking that doesn't look like a plane. It started flying erratically.
Witnesses at first thinking it was aircraft heading to nearby Camp Pendleton.
You could hear them, and you couldn't hear this thing.
Angel says he's uneasy after seeing 5 zip over his head toward the Pacific Ocean.
You know, it's just kind of scary to think, like, who's watching, and the fact that we contacted the sheriffs, the Murrieta PD commented on a post of mine. Nobody knows whose they are.
This following reports of similar sightings this month in the Northeast, now under investigation by local, state, and federal authorities. A spokesperson with the FAA tells Eyewitness News the activity has more people looking up and noticing what's flying overhead, adding, pilots don't need special permission from the FAA to fly drones provided they operate as recreational flyers or under the FAA's small UAS rule and follow all the applicable provisions. Unless drones are breaking rules or regulations, they are not investigated. An FBA spokesperson saying they'll work with their local counterparts and the FAA should any reports come their way.
A spokesperson with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department tells us they've not received any calls reporting drones.
Hello, I'm Mark Bro.
Okay, 2 points I just want to make out of real quick before we roll it over some more. He said he had 3 points up there like it was triangulating itself over the spot. That's what the eyewitness woman said. Now, I understand if y'all watch G.I. Joe like I did growing up. When they were trying to get to an enemy location, they needed 3 points so they can triangulate where their specific location was or whatever they was looking at, specifically in this situation, the enemy. That's the same thing when you need, you know what I'm saying, with your cameras when you're trying to zoom in on something, because you need a 3D view of the image. Understand that you needed a 3D view image, top, bottom, and surroundings of what you looking at.
Bro,
Uh-huh.
I don't call you out. I had to say fuck you.
Go ahead.
You know why? Because I got a video that I try to find of the Bigfoot.
Oh, bro, you ain't got no Bigfoot.
I know that's where you're going, because you know how they used to say Bigfoot out here, and you see a little fuzzy ass picture of something you don't know.
Listen, man, I don't want to see no more fuzzy 72 footage or somebody in a little gorilla suit looking back at folks, bro. Real animals don't even work that way. Have y'all seen real animals? You got any cats or dogs? Do they move that way? When you went to the zoo and saw the primates, did they act that way? You know, you throwing them, you know what I'm saying, grapes and bananas and stuff like that. They said don't feed the animals, you know, stuff like that when you was at the zoo. Did they move like that then? No, they didn't.
Oh shit, that's funny as hell.
No, these folks done lost their mind. They want you to believe it too. Woo!
Then Valero gave a good point right there. He said, notice the drones are always over military bases.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure you ain't nobody coming in and out. The infrared, I bet too.
Yeah.
I know.
That's the thing. These drones ain't nothing new about these drones. And then we're gonna make it even easier for them because we buying the regular civilian drone.
Bruh, we was the test pilots for them. We were the test pilots for them. Let them see how it works. Let them maneuver. Then they get to the top of the line, folks, you know what I'm saying, little competition, see how it works, you know what I'm saying, invite them on in. Hey, you know what I'm saying, we got a bigger boss here, you know, oh, I like this right here. That's theirs. That was their prototype. Why you say you heard from the eyewitnesses, the young man said they are bigger. We ain't creating them.
I mean, because the thing is, like the average civilian drones have four propellers. We call them props. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking drones that they were seeing, these motherfuckers had like 10 to 12 goddamn props on it. That's why they move so fast and flying like military shit. Like
my brother said, they don't want y'all fucking with them because it's y'all tax dollars up there hovering over.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all
don't shoot down your tax dollars. All right.
That's gonna be $150,000 of y'all money shot down.
No, they gonna take that. Not no 50,000. They coming to your door, knocking on the door. If not, they gonna pull up in the little van with no windows in it, and you ain't gonna be heard from no more.
Come on, so they had one. They showed one. They said damn thing was pointing down a laser. I said, yeah. Ain't no telling what kind of laser. Probably detecting body heat or any damn thing.
Okay. Matter of fact, let me tell you, they already got that perfected. Do it. Okay. Help me jog my memory, bro. But it was a Will Smith movie, and the CIA and all was after him because he had an actual chip they had bought that was stuffed into the back of, you know what I'm saying, his little ones, you know what I'm saying, a toy. There was actually a video footage of a high official assassination. We'll just say that. But Gene Hackman was in the movie with him. I think it was Enemy of the State. That was the name of the movie. Enemy of the State is exactly what's going down. If you haven't watched the movie, I say watch the movie. You'll see exactly what the tech we talked about that they're playing around with now. They just miniaturized it.
Well, I never seen it before.
Check it out. You're gonna love it. We'll be talking.
Yeah, we'll check it out. But that's one of the distractions that's going on in Western society, as well as Jay-Z. They trying to catch up with Jay-Z. I know they're gonna be coming for a whole lot of these motherfuckers. But the thing is, there's always a method to the madness, because it's something they got building up that they don't want you to know about. As always, they gotta put something in your face to keep you looking one way while they doing some shit behind your back another way. That's the game. That's the reason why a lot of times we gotta humble ourselves, study to show yourself approved, get an understanding on what's really going on out here, because they will fool you. You know, I mean, Dick Gregory said it best. That's why you gotta stop talking so damn much and learn to listen.
Stop, y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh? Cause the next thing you don't know.
Yep.
Ooh, that man had the fire like.
Oh yeah. I really did to the brother. A lot of folks say he kind of had the emotional concept going on, but
what now?
he had an emotional ring going on, because he always used to holler and get mad and talk crazy and stuff. I just said it's just the fact of the matter when he said, you know, that I said, hell, if he was alive and we would have had him on the podcast, I wouldn't be trying to overtalk him or try to question him out, because he's an elder. He knows more than what we know. You know what I'm saying? That's what we missing nowadays, as you know, as the age we are and younger now, because we don't respect the elders no more. We automatically think the elders is out here just speaking out their ass and not trying to hear what they have to say. You trying to tell somebody that's been in the world 3 or 4 times before you was even born what the real is. He can tell you why you in the state that you in.
Exactly. That's why they're an elder.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about it. When you lose the elders, you know what I'm saying, you're losing history.
Yep.
That's what makes it, you know what I'm saying, difficult, because when you're losing the elders, you know what I'm saying, and you're losing your history, those of us that's left behind coming up, you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you're coming from. So those that's coming behind us, we all do it. See how that works?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why they do these things to make you deaf, dumb, and blind in the 21st century, by throwing up false narratives and lies and things of that nature to basically discredit the history that really went down up 10 years ago. See, it's easy for a Fat Joe or Russell Rhymes in this generation to tell you false narratives about hip hop, because they literally have got to the point where they're trying to control your mindset to know otherwise. They got to make you think otherwise. When you think otherwise, you know what I'm saying, they got control of your mindset, because they know that the Puerto Ricans didn't start no damn hip hop or had nothing to do with hip hop like that. They know Caucasian people had nothing to do with music, period. The only thing they did was start a patent, this thing called a patent office, where they can get control of every damn thing that you create. That was the only thing they outsmarted us on in society. Hey, we can get your shit and own your shit and basically copyright every damn thing when you try to play it on social media.
Well, see, Eli Whitney.
When you play music and stuff on social media, well, go ahead.
Well, see, we knew about patents because Eli Whitney, when he invented the cotton gin, he patented his. He made sure that, you know what I'm saying, the patent office knew that. The thing about it is, we was never put into position of power or I should say, put in a position of access where we could have started the patent office ourselves, because I'm pretty sure we would have. I'm pretty sure Eli Whitney would have. He would have started a patent office because he was thinking, you know what I'm saying, they got us out here working, but I need to work smarter, not harder. And in his creativity, ingenuity, he created the cotton gin. Look, sir, I can do it faster and cleaner without me even getting it. I mean, I can go get more push call from this standpoint. Oh, you can go get more? And it does that. Oh, good job. Now, sir, if you don't mind, I want to make the patent on it. Boy, since he become now a self-made millionaire, you know what I'm saying, I can free you. Because I give you your patent. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, as far as the machinery is going to come out of this way as far as the production house. And I'm going to own that. But that was the only way you can make your stamp on history saying that we did this. Because the patent outlasts the money anytime. That was the gravy gold thing about it. He chose something that's going to be immortalized. Right. That's how I want my patent on my gym. And that's what I like about it. They can't stop that. So the other part is when you're singing and dancing stuff like that, this is why your masters and your copyright is important. Because when you have control of your masters and your copyright, that is your patent. It's intellectual property. It's original because it only came from you. So understand that it came from you, that makes it your intellectual property. And by law, that's your copyright, the words or whatever you put down on paper. That's the first copyright of it. That's the original. But if you get to the point where the publishing gets out of your water, well, see, the publishing has to do with your masters and the ownership of your music. So if you don't have the patent on your music, then you just a sucker out here working in fields. Straight like that, man.
Yep. That's true. That's why they so eager to just take your shit and then go get around you and tell you you can't play this shit unless you paying to play this shit.
That's the thing, because they got the masters. They got the masters. When you do your thing in anything, make sure you get your license, your certification, your PhD, whatever. Get that stamped on it. LLC, whatever it is, get it stamped on it. Because now this is your patent. And that always make your money. We got to think smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm. That's a damn show. Other than that, they're going to continue to control what you say and do.
And that's out of ignorance, because you don't know.
Yep.
That's why you have to, as the book says to her, study to show yourself approved. Being a workman need not be ashamed, dividing rightly the word of truth. You got to have the right man.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have the specifics down pat. That makes you, you know what I'm saying, instead of being arrogant, you'll be confident. Big difference, people.
Straight like that. All right, let's move on. I see they had an airplane crash somewhere in some country. I can't even pronounce this shit. A plane didn't crash. It's when it killed up 20-something folks. Overseas somewhere. Let's see. You can go to TikTok. I seen the video because I was intended to put the video in the filter, but I didn't. I'm gonna go to it now. Let's see if I can get the video before they try to take it down. Say it's on the community. Look at the little baby right there. They use that little baby for every damn thing on here. Shit.
Good little interlude.
He's let's say airplane. I think this is it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it right there. Alright. This is crazy, bro. Cause it like it was getting ready to come in for a landing. They had the landing gear down there. They blocked it off, but yeah, it went down and engulfed the flames, and they said they said they had some survivors, but I think like 20 some of them died. I think. A long time since I seen a collective airplane crash like that. Because the way these aircrafts are built nowadays, you hardly ever hear or see anything like that. But if that plane is stressed a lot, you know what I'm saying, it can be it can be to the point where you can have no good maintenance done to the plane, or it can be the computer malfunction that can make that damn plane go into a different direction than what it's supposed to be flying into.
Yeah.
Get straight to the earth. Because a lot of these planes were flying computers anyway now.
Exactly. You can program that or pre-program that beforehand to do certain things. It looks like that's what happened. Certain altitude, certain distance, you know what I'm saying? Take a nosedive.
I mean, because see, like, the only thing the pilot's job is to do is put the motherfucker in the air and bring the motherfucker out the air. He ain't got to do nothing else but set the coordinates, and it's got a GPS coordinates on there, and it sets the waypoints to where it need to go. And that motherfucker gonna follow that goddamn direction all the way to the airport. And when they get close to the airport, they unlock the situation, and they start getting the coordinates from the air traffic controllers, and they guide the plane into the airport. And the pilot's job is to bring the plane there smoothly, safe and smoothly, or whatever, and in the store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got me thinking on something. I'll check this out a little bit later. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, they got y'all tax dollars up high over the spots, man. Watching everything y'all got going on. It's the new cameras.
It was a video where they showed the damn drone coming out the water.
I can believe that too. All of us that watch Star Wars, we seen plenty floating over, going to pick up information and come back. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Let's see. I think they got some videos because TikTok started like YouTube now. It started having everything on it.
Let me get comfortable.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. I found it. I told you they started like YouTube now. They started to have a lot of shit on TikTok.
Yeah.
50 of them come off the.
So the drones are coming from the inside of the ocean.
After seeing 50 of them come off the ocean. Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean. 50? 50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
Can see one right here. Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before. Wow. And more than a month since these reports started, the federal government doesn't know what they are either.
What's your message to the White House?
My message: come to the Jersey Shore. I know it's wintertime, but come see what we see, and then, maybe have a better appreciation for why our residents are concerned.
So the drones are coming from the inside of the ocean.
Now I'm looking at the damn drones, and like I say, the civilian drones got 4 props. Them damn drones, like they have like 8 or 9, 10 props on there. Big motherfucking powerful motherfuckers.
Now, what neighborhood kids that you know get rich like that say we gonna upgrade ours? Now all hoods like to upgrade, they vehicle, clothes, female, career, stuff like that, upgraded that way. And then, some hoods able to jump it out, but ain't nobody had enough money to put that much ingenuity and time and dollars, once again, into making oversized drones. That can, it can be submersibles and go, airlifted. No, that just sounds like folks that got money that we ain't got no part of the money. But yes, we do, because it's y'all tax dollars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because anytime you got a drone that come out the water like that with that much power, that's some government shit. That's some government shit. That ain't no goddamn civilian shit.
Hey, I can bet you, ain't nobody got under their tree for their kid or they self a drone like that. Mm-hmm. And everybody trying to get the best of the best this time of year, like, hey, I'm gonna get them such and such. I'm gonna get that new PS, whatever. Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I bet ain't nobody got one of those under the tree or in the garage. Because they're that big. 8 feet, they say. Yeah, that's going to be the garage. Ain't nobody got that in the garage with the red bow on it. I bet you ain't nobody in America got one of those in the garage with the little lights up and everything. They got, maybe hopefully you got snow in your ear so you can feel more festive about it. Come out with the candy canes, kids running and check it out. Ain't nobody got one of those out there. Nobody. We know this to be true because we living in a time of technology where we live in TikTok. We gonna go live if we got that. Am I right about it, y'all? We gonna go live if we got an 8-foot drone outside. We going live.
Hell yeah. Like, look
Especially
at this
tonight. Especially tonight. We going live.
Look at this motherfucker I've got, y'all. This motherfucker here.
It's big enough. 8 feet of drone. Somebody gonna be, somebody might get the idea, or somebody little too try to climb on top of it.
And say this bitch can fly all the way up 6 miles above the earth. Nigga, I'm up here with the goddamn commercial jets flying. Man,
if that's the case, I know human beings trying to strap on baby seats, seeing if they can get up on it. 8 feet? 8 feet? Yeah. I'm a strap on right now. We going live right now. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. I don't know, but hopefully, it doesn't go, a hard right. And it's going to go sideways. He's going to slide off. If not, drag him and crash into something. I hope he ain't going to be the pancake nigga. I hope not. But that's what have been going on. Had anybody had an 8-foot drone for a president in the garage?
Yep. Straight like that.
These perps got me all over the place.
Bruh, it's just a matter of the whole concept of making the masses deaf, dumb, and blind for a reason. And folks don't see this shit. You sit up there and you see these drones flying all over the place, and then you sit up there saying, I'm gonna call law enforcement. Law enforcement don't even know what the fuck they claim, like they don't know what's going on. They know what's going on, but they can do about it. Because they do something about it, somebody gonna lose their job.
And if you do something about shooting it, you going to jail.
Yeah, you going to jail, exactly.
So they gonna say, what's the charge? We locked me up for shooting at something that we don't even know nothing about.
Yes, it don't make no sense. And you're like, what the fuck you just say? You're like, what the fuck?
You stubborn asshole.
Boy, these people here, boy, the Muppet Show is turning up.
I'm serious. You all over, motherfucker, all over the place. You like, so you gonna lock me up and just because a damn thing is sitting over my house, I don't know what the fuck it is, and why is it sitting there watching my house? And y'all say y'all don't know what the hell it is, and I get out here and shoot this motherfucker. That's some arrogant ass shit.
You raggedy bitch.
That's fucked up.
It's invasion of privacy.
Yeah, but they gonna destroy all that though in the future because folks are too damn stupid to even realize this is what they doing. They playing with you. They playing with you.
I told you, man, since 2001, it's Operation Muppet Show. They've been turning up. They've been turning on up.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just think 9/11 really did something to the American people, mind-wise.
When the music started.
Because I mean, bro, just think about it. Just think about it, bro. We go back to 9/11.
What a show. What
We
a
just
show.
2001. Just think about how folks' minds were just all over the place. They didn't know where they was coming and going.
I don't know when it's going to end, but I'm just waiting to hear the Russell Crowe line on Gladiators. Are you not entertained? I just know that's coming somewhere.
Yeah.
I know I got to hear it somewhere. It's going. I mean, when it's all said and done, I got to hear that somewhere. Because I already know this show has been, yes, thus far, it's been awesome.
It's just the weirdness of motherfuckers that don't have the sense. The folks piss out a boot to realize that these folks are playing mind games with them. I want to see if I can find a video on mind control. That's going to be the last video of the night. Do this
Make sure
video.
they ain't practicing on it now because they be getting people. Some folks ain't strong enough to look at the spinning wheel, man. Bet they get on them psychedelics. It'll take you to another place, another dimension. They don't think it's real, but it is.
Okay, yeah, here it is. Check this out.
Lied in the German scientists themselves. Countries such as China, the Soviet Union, and, through the mission codenamed Operation Paperclip, even the United States took former German scientists and engineers back to their own individual countries. The United States was terrified by this. The thought of communist countries researching and developing mind control methods was the worst thing imaginable. The idea of being able to brainwash your citizens, or anyone, into believing in the communist agenda, or any agenda for that matter, is an extreme power. Of course, the solution to this is to just beat the other side to the finish line. And that's exactly what the United States government attempted to do. Mainly, the CIA. The CIA was created in September of 1947, just a little over 2 years after the end of World War II. The goal? Gather intelligence, information from both domestic and foreign entities. In a 1951 CIA memo, it expressed the need to explore scientific methods for controlling the minds of individuals. Of a Cold War world run by new Soviet mind control and brainwashing technology was an actual and genuine fear of the United States. Seriously, in an early 1950s CIA document, it states, hypnotism appears to have been used in some cases by the Soviets. It has the possibilities of lowering resistance against telling the truth, while also being able to induce specific action or behavior in a subject. It is possible for a skilled Russian operator to bring about an interrogation, yet leave the subject with no specific recollection of having been interrogated. The leverage you have for having this kind of power over other humans, whether they be spies, prisoners of war, or even normal citizens, is almost unrivaled. The thing is, this isn't fiction. This isn't some made-up conspiracy theory. There are confirmed facts. In the mid to late 1970s, over 20,000 CIA documents were released regarding the United States' most illegal undertaking. This is the story of how a single government agency planned and attempted to control and alter the minds of those who inhabited the country that they run. How the United States government attempted to develop psychological, biological, and radiological weapons to turn both foreign and domestic spies into sleeper agents, and how it could still be going on today. This is Project MKUltra. And thus, Project MKUltra was born. But MKUltra wasn't just one single project. Look at it as a web of experiments that were all interconnected with one ultimate goal: control. Project Bluebird, Artichoke, MK Search, and MK Naomi are just to name a few. But it goes much, much further. Although it started earlier, MKUltra was officially signed and begun in 1953 under CIA Director Allen Dulles. It was one of the largest projects ever known. Over 150 subprojects were created and handled by over 80 different institutions, universities, prisons, pharmaceutical companies, all of which you had little to no idea that they were doing work directly for the CIA. However, that didn't stop some of the most creative experiments from taking place. Many of these, as you might imagine, were very, very illegal. American as well as Canadian citizens were unknowingly and unwillingly tested on. Project Artichoke was a sort of continuation of Project Bluebird. Both of these projects focused on hypnosis in many forms. In a 1975 CIA memo, Artichoke is the study and/or use of special interrogation methods and techniques. These methods have been known to include the use of drugs and chemicals, so-called truth serums, hypnosis, and total isolation, a form of psychological harassment. They were looking for ways to control human behavior. These methods were to be used for several different reasons, some to protect against foreign spies, some more disturbing than others. The goal of the research was best defined in a 1954 CIA memo regarding Project Artichoke. It states, "Can an individual be made to perform an act of attempted assassination involuntarily under the influence of Artichoke?" Artichoke eventually evolved into the more well-known MKUltra, and the sub-projects of MKUltra attempted to find answers to that very question. Subproject 68 is perhaps one of the most illegal of these entire subprojects, but that's not saying much. Both American and Canadian citizens were used as test subjects against their will or knowledge. At the Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal, Dr. Ewan Cameron would lead one of the most twisted projects of the late 1950s and early 1960s. Subproject 68 was fully funded by the CIA, who also paid Dr. Cameron $69,000, or in today's world, nearly $600,000 to carry out secret CIA experiments. Dr. Cameron was heavily interested in being able to erase and reprogram the human mind, and the CIA could obviously use that kind of power in many ways. These experiments would become so severe and damaging that patients who came into the hospital for symptoms such as minor anxiety and depression would leave with their minds fried. They'd experience amnesia, they'd forget how to talk, their brains would be completely wiped, similar to that of a baby. Cameron's patients were subject to some of the most mind-altering drugs and methods known to man. LSD, electroshock therapy at up to 40 times the normal power, drug-induced comas for extended periods of time, and much, much more. Take the case of Linda McDonald, A typical mother who is experiencing the harder parts of being an adult: depression, physical pain, lack of sleep, and so on. She visits Montreal to be assessed by Dr. Cameron, and almost immediately, he diagnoses her as a schizophrenic and sends her to what is known today as the sleep room. And this is where it turns bad. Cameron decides to put Linda McDonald into a drug-induced coma for 86 days straight. In the sleep room, patients were often subject to this electroshock therapy multiple times a day for weeks on end, without any consent. Linda McDonald was subject to over 100 of these shock therapy sessions. As time went on, she went from being able to tell the doctors her name and information about herself to having her brain completely wiped. In a 1998 documentary, she states,
had to be toilet trained. I was a vegetable. I had no identity. I had no memory. I'd never existed in the world before. Like a baby. Just like a baby that has to.
She eventually was dismissed from the hospital and went back home to her family. However, she had no recollection of these people, or even knowledge that these people were even her own family in the first place. This isn't the only case that happened at the Allen Institute, though. Various other cases took place. In many cases, patients would be recorded during therapy sessions talking about their families or other people, or things that would bring them negative thoughts or have negative impacts on their life. These negative messages would then be cut up and played on repeat for these patients, sometimes over hundreds of thousands of times. This exact thing happened to Robert Logie. He was admitted to the institute for a leg pain. They thought it was all on his head, and he was then sent to the sleep room. He was given LSD every 2 days, sometimes mixed with other drugs. And then, while in a drug-induced coma, the message, "You killed your mother," was repeated to him for 23 days straight. These experiments would take place on all ages, from children to old men and women. Many of the children at this institute were the victims of abuse, and in one case, one of the children were filmed performing sexual acts with multiple government officials as a plot to secure funding for these experiments.
Sound like pedophilia to me getting started.
I had to cut that video.
Bro, that was a nugget. There was some nuggets on that one. Cause see, I'm just gonna start at the back end, if you will, is that people, this is where this is your true pedophilia, where this is at. This is the base where it rest starts, originates. That's where it starts and originates from. Now, the other things is what got my attention is at the start, you know what I'm saying, Operation Paperclip. And from there I was locked in because it was all gold from there. Now the thing is, the key thing about our people that I'm speaking with, Ms. Parker, is that trauma will break your mind. And for 400 years of trauma, it breaks your mind. This is why you're accepting of anything. This is why, you know what I'm saying, it's okay, you know what I'm saying, when you're done wrong. Because see, now you're being told that you're this, told that you're that, saying that you ain't gonna be this. And this comes from externally and internally. So that's also self-brainwashing, mind-altering, hypnosis. And our people don't understand that we practice that when you say negative words, especially to each other and to our young. Because see, now you're telling them and molding their young mind or someone's, you know what I'm saying, support system as far as having some type of self-worth, you chip at that. Especially they come from a traumatic background, and most of us do. So coming from that, what turns us into? We become cold, calculated, and hard. And nothing gets to us. But in there, there's an isolation that wakes you up. That's where the part where you say, you know what I'm saying, there's something wrong. Because the flow of energy is supposed to be harmonious, unified. So this is why everybody has to take time out when you get up in the morning and physically and figuratively look in the mirror and get yourself together before you get out for the day. Because if everybody's running around, you know what I'm saying, that love pig pen, which is trauma and drama, everybody's got smut on their face. We know we love this because I've heard personally coming up in the hood, well, a female told another cat, you ain't got no dirt on you. I'm going to make you dirty. That struck me with something serious. Like, we have gotten accustomed to the grind, the dirt, the mud, the gutter, all the basic filthiness of things. We've accepted it as a personification.
Yep.
It's glorified. And it's ridiculous, people. Let's just be honest about it. It's utterly pathetic. Because if everybody, once they get into a heated argument, says that I'm a king or I'm a queen, have you been living up to that point when you put those words out your mouth? And I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, you're lying. Because I fall into myself, because we're all human. That's why it takes practice. That's why it takes study. That's why it takes a constant day-by-day thing to get things together. Because then when you do it that way, you'll find that you got too much in your own life to be worried about anybody doing.
That's right.
Because you're too busy perfecting your walk.
Yep.
So I would say, you know what I'm saying, so what's been going on with all the scandals and lies, you know what I'm saying, study to show yourself approved. Search it out for yourself, people. Find out what's really going on. Because if you're going around with what everybody in the pig pen is talking about, guess what? The dirt's going to be on you too. How you know this? Because you're going to find yourself in agreement with. We start there by letting stuff slide. Well, it ain't that bad. And sometimes folks got to, no. There's not one pig in the pig pen that's squeaky clean. So, got to stop thinking like animalistic type of terms as far as life. Be the God and God that you seem to be as far as, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High intended. And I think our number one problem on this planet is because we do things through sin. Sin is our problem because it's things that we love to do that's wrong, which is going to keep you out of everything that's good. That's my gift for right now. I got some more getting wrapped up though, but I'm gonna lean back.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. That's why I had to give that clip because, a lot of times we see our favorite celebrities, we see people that we love. In reality, family, friends, what I'm saying, folks we work with, this and that, this everyday situations with human beings, but we don't know what these folks are going through behind the curtain. We just see them as crazy, arrogant, mean, nice, cool, calm, collective, distorted, ain't right upstairs or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And not know the real game playing behind that, because that video right there is basically telling you how they took folks, innocent folks, and basically do them like a project. Take them to these hospitals and put all these drugs in them, give them electrical shocks and all this other shit. And then put their ass back out in society, and you see these folks, they running around talking to themselves or doing goofy ass shit. And at the same time, you like, that motherfucker crazy. But you don't know where that motherfucker come from.
But no.
And I done seen so many videos. Well, I seen a video with a little girl inside a Walmart. And she was just taking shit off the counters and just throwing it on the ground and stomping on it and kicking shit and just throwing a tantrum. And they don't, and folks like that little girl need her ass whooped. They don't even know why that little girl doing that. They never ask the question, what is wrong with her? They don't know they could have dropped that little girl off and basically made her program her to do some silly shit like that. See, your mind not gonna think on that level because you like that don't even sound right. That's the reason why they get you like they get you, because they know it don't sound right to you. But at the same time they doing it.
Now check it. Now during the video, they left out a major piece. They took you up to the cliff, but they didn't let you look over and see what was down in the valley that they was creating. What I mean by that is they said that because of what the Nazi scientists were doing, they were afraid of them, right? But nobody asked, well, what happened with these Nazi scientists? Those Nazi scientists were brought here through and also included in Operation Paperclip. So if you got the Nazi scientists here been working since the 40s up to this point, along with NASA, along with the CIA especially, oh yeah, we're gonna have all types of experiments going. Not to mention that they were also into the occult, which is why I see a lot of demonic stuff in y'all favorite videos and also in statues up by y'all favorite courthouses. Things of this nature. Well, I'm gonna yield back.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I say, that's the thing that we have to be more visual as to of what is really going on in our society. What's really going on, you know what I'm saying, as far as people is concerned, that's having these different types of situations going on in their lives. Instead of this assuming that these motherfuckers are just crazy, cat shit crazy for no reason. You don't know where these folks come from. You don't know what they have to deal with behind closed doors. You might see these guys get picked up by somebody that you know damn well probably don't even look like they stay in the neighborhood. You just know that the guy got picked up, he got dropped off, and the guy is shaking and something wrong with him, something, you know, just doing shit. They're like, what's wrong with his ass? He probably just come from one of their institutes. But the thing is, like I say, they do these things to the masses because the masses don't study to show themselves through. They don't let things. They don't basically go in battle mode with these motherfuckers out here. You just go along to get along. They know that you're scared of death. You're scared of real shit, and that you're mostly charged up instead of logically charged up. So they do these little fuck shit situations to you. They don't see you don't see no value within yourself of being a soldier because you're afraid to die.
But see, that's the whole thing about the trauma being put on the people because it breaks your mind. Now I can tell you whatever. Why you think our people are at odds and at war with each other, because it's a mental thing. They was able to break the mind and then reprogram it to what they want. So we know things of what's been programmed as femininity. We know things that's been programmed as division. You know things that's been programmed as oppression. So this been put in, and what we have gotten to a point is we have gotten accustomed to them, but our souls, which are the true essence of a person, still cries out like, nah, this ain't right. But as long as the body continues to get drugged and dumbed down mentally, the soul continues to cry out in pain, and you'll continue to suffer in the physical realm. Financially, emotionally, definitely spiritually, which is your soul, and socially. You're going to suffer.
Yep.
And that's what they understand about the thing is when you start thinking about what makes a human, then you get into what created the human. See, this is what all this is driven from. Because if I can find out what created the human, how does this thing work, which is science and this thing. I'm trying to figure it out. There's going to be human experiments all the time because it's the ultimate creation. What makes it tick? So now if I get to the point where I can understand where I can manipulate it and reprogram it to do things, TV, social media, things of this nature, and continuously put this out as propaganda over the years, who's been your, you know what I'm saying, your favorite team, who's been your favorite candidate, who's been your favorite, you know what I'm saying, as far as Republican or Democratic Party, this starts to stick in. Aristotle said it best. When you start a lie going, the thing is, if you say it long enough, it becomes the truth, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You tell a lie long enough, it's going to become the truth. You're going to think it's the truth. And that's what we got to get away from. But, you know, only way that's going to happen, you gotta basically find value within yourself and move along and work from there and go from there. Plain and simple as that. All right, bro. I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up, man, because we done went in 2 hours and 36 minutes in the paint tonight. This was a good ass show, I tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll try to do another one. Cause I'll be at the new spot Monday, so
That'd be brave.
we might just do one New Year's Day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We just do one New Year's Day. Cause when I get back that way, I'm trying to enjoy my new spot and have a good time, bro. Play some music and just have me a nice drink and eat pretty good and, you know, enjoy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But anyway, bro, you got anything you want to add on before we get up out of here?
Yallah. Ready to show yourself approved, Mishpaka. Shalom. Be careful tonight while you're out. Mind your business. Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you're aware. Don't be out hanging out where you don't need to, and especially go with your first mind.
Yeah. And don't be shooting at y'all taxpayer money too, you okay? There you go. All right, bro. Go get them out of here, bro.
Shalom, man. Shalom, fam.
All right, peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the show tonight. Much love, respect to my brother, our Prince, as always, and everybody that watched tonight, you know what I'm saying? I see you, Keisha, brother Valero, Gil Valero from South Central, my hometown, and many others, you know what I'm saying? My boy Black Knight, you know what I'm saying? And many others that are watching tonight, much love, respect, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get a chance to watch it, you know, later on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, the Reefer, you know what I'm saying? Jasper the Reefer, you know what I'm saying? The brother, Jeremy Hill Show, 3G Podcast, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Much love. I'm finna go ahead and end this whole podcast and get ready to cook me some Christmas dinner and kick back and watch me a little movie, watch me some movies for the night, and just chill out the rest of the day until in the morning so I can get back on it. But in the meantime, between time, your boy Chaos signing out. Y'all have a good night. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Deuces.
Bye.